Hey, what's up guys? Hope you're having a great day. Now I have a really great gameplay for you today. It's on the map Firebase Delphi and I hope you do enjoy it. I hope you stay around. I hope you like the video, maybe comment, subscribe, do something to let me know that you're a human being and you're there. Please. No, but the point of this commentary was to really just show you some good gameplay and then talk about one of the things that I really love in this game. And you know, I often don't talk about things that I love in this game, but things that I love in this game. It's Salvage, and I think that Salvage is, you know, it only comes here on the weekends. Like for the weekend of October 31st to November 2nd, so Friday through Sunday, they're going to have this Salvage game type. It's a 5th game mode that you can play, and I like it. It's 3 versus 3 for those of you who don't know. It's very similar to Skirmish where you can revive your own teammates, but the huge difference and the kind of reason I love it so much is because there's an objective, and the objective means something. You have to go to the relics. It's very simple. You just go relics and capture it, and then, if the enemy captures it, you go try to disable the probe, is what they call it, relic probe, whatever. I think they're synonymous, or I don't know exactly, but these guys get wrecked in this gameplay anyway. I don't know. I just had to throw that out there. These guys get wrecked. They're not very good. No offense to them, but you know, is what it is. I have a buddy in here, and he's AFK, so you're gonna see him leave the fire team. It's gonna show up in the bottom, and it's no biggie, because whatever. The point is, I basically take control of this game, and I thought I was gonna lose. I mean, it's tough to. I mean, you know, going up against bad people, it's still tough to win a 1 versus 3, just because you think, you know, I mean, they're, yeah, 1 versus 3, it's really difficult. It's impossible by pretty much any stretch of the imagination, unless people that you're playing are incredibly bad. And I am using, by the way, as I just do that Nova Bomb, I am using the Void Walker, and the Void Walker is one of the subclasses of the Warlock that I don't. Well, there's only 2 subclasses right now. I think they're going to create another one for it. Who knows when? That'll probably come next year, because it hasn't been announced yet. And the DLC that is coming out December 9th for Destiny, from what I understand, does not include anything for extra subclasses or anything like that. It's just a few new multiplayer maps, a new raid, a new strike, new weapons, armor, stuff like that, but no new subclasses announced. So anyway, the key also to this gameplay, in my opinion, just like practically any other gameplay, is heavy ammo. And I've said it so many times, and it's probably painfully obvious, but I don't know why people aren't picking it up. I genuinely feel bad sometimes when when the opponent doesn't understand how important heavy ammo is. Like the games like this, like, are they fun? Yeah, they're fun. Like, 'cause you're getting way more kills than you would in any normal game of 3 versus 3, and it's crazy. It's action packed, and it's awesome. But at the same time, it's not super great, because you know, you're just completely dominating people, and you're taking advantage of people. And for some reason in this game, I've felt like there are so many bad players. I don't know why. There's a lot of bad players in any game, of course, I guess. You know, I'm not tooting my own horn here and saying I'm amazing or whatever, but I mean, I'm definitely not as as bad as these guys. I don't understand what it is. Like, I genuinely don't understand why. I think part of it might have to do just with the controller that I use is a SCUF controller. I use a SCUF controller for my Xbox One, and you know, I know how to use it. I know how to use it to my advantage. So I will, you know, I have kind of, if you're not using a SCUF controller, even, I don't care if you're using bumper jumper. It's not the same as a SCUF controller. But if you don't have a scuff and you're going up against me, yeah, chances are I might have the upper hand. But in some cases, the scuff controller isn't really going to help you much in this game when it comes to like long-range gunfights, for example, because you can only strafe in a long-range gunfight. There's nothing else that you can do. But for most battles, the scuff controller is extremely useful, and overall, just movement around the map and all the things I want to do in the game, yeah, the scuff controller makes that happen. And without it, I would be, I'd have to resort to using bumper jumper, and I don't want to use bumper jumper. I play default controls, and I play on, I think, 6 sensitivity. So I highly recommend you guys bump up your sensitivity if it's at the default one, because default sensitivity is just so slow, and you're gonna need some ability to look quickly, because there's a lot of jumping, and people are going to be above you, people are going to be below you, and if you can't move quick enough, your field of vision or whatever, then you're at a severe disadvantage, and you need to bump up your sensitivity, because aiming in this game isn't too difficult, but so even with a high sensitivity, aiming is not really an issue, so I don't find it to be a problem. The reason I haven't tried to bump it up even more past 6 is I just, I'm comfortable with this. I haven't really felt like, I mean, there's times that I've been like, well, maybe if I had a little bit higher of a sensitivity, I could have, turned on this person or done something a little bit better. But overall, it's you got to balance it out, because if you make your sensitivity too high, then it's going to be very difficult, especially like longer range battles are going to be extremely difficult, because you won't be able to make small movements, because your sensitivity is so high that it's going to move more than you want it to. So I would just pick something that you are good with. I mean, if you want to play on the default or lower, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but maybe it works for you. I don't know, but for me, I play on 6, I believe, on this game. And anyway, so I'm just kind of all over the board with the commentary. But I wanted to get back to Salvage. So why do I like Salvage so much? Well, it kind of is like Hardpoint from Black Ops 2. It just reminds me of a good objective game type. A good objective game type, makes you want to play the objective, makes getting kills more fun. It makes the whole game a lot more fun when you can when people are playing the objective versus take this Salvage versus the Skirmish. Both 3-on-3, both revive your teammates, both playing on the same exact maps from what I can tell. The difference is there's an objective in Salvage, to get to 10,000 points, which you get to 10,000 points a lot quicker if you're, capturing these probes, and of course you got to get kills and whatnot. I mean, that comes with the territory, but in order to really succeed, you have to use teamwork, and you have to go toward the objective. But in the Skirmish one, it's a lot like Clash, Clash is, I mean, I think even if you look up my stats on like Destiny Tracker, you're gonna see my stats for Clash are god awful. Like, Clash is just not something I enjoy playing, and Clash is not something I find it, when I play that, it's not only all about camping and playing kind of like a bitch, but there's a lot of parties in the game. So you're going to be playing a lot of people that, let's see, you're going to be playing a lot of people that just camp and shit like that. And so it's really aggravating. So I much prefer Salvage. There's a great objective to it. And it makes sense. It improves the game, makes it a lot quicker. And for those of you who don't know, Salvage, at least the last time I played it, was up to 5,000 points. Now Salvage is up to 10,000 points. So you're basically doubling the number of points that you need to win. And what that means is you can rack up so many kills on this. Like, especially if you come into a match with bad teammates, like, and you start from the beginning, and the other team isn't so good, you're just going to be the one-man army who's just destroying everyone on the other team, racking up the vast majority of the score. And I think this is an easy way to boost your KD ratio, although that's not something I really give a shit about. But boosting your KD ratio in this is probably pretty easy, especially if you're going in with a party. The first map that I played, I went in with just me and a buddy, and it was versus a full party, and they had like Pocket Infinities and Cirrus Regime, and it and we had like no other teammate. Basically, he left, and it was awful. Like, so this, you know, I definitely don't always dominate. So I've been dominated in this game, and it's not a lot of fun. But the point is, you're gonna get a wide array of meetings in this. You're gonna play a lot of people that are bad. You're gonna play people that are in a full party and will probably kick your ass unless you're in a full party. It happens, but the important thing, in my opinion, to do is just to have fun, and you know, you can always back out. You don't have to stay in and continue fighting the same people over and over again. Although you can, assuming they stay in, you could play the same people, in, you know, infinite number of times. And that goes for other game modes, I believe, such as skirmish is the same way. I don't know if, I guess the other game modes are the same, but you're kind of more likely to play the same people in a smaller one, because typically you'll find like people in a party, like it'll probably be pretty easy to go up a 3 versus 3 party in like a salvage or a skirmish and all just stay in again, especially if it's a good game and you guys want a rematch. Unfortunately, you know, they don't have any voice commands, so you can't like be like, hey, you guys want a rematch or whatever, you know. That's just kind of lame that they don't have anything like that. But
oh my god, no, it's okay, dude.
yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm pretty stoked about all this, and I got a new helm today from Zur. I used my Motes of Light to purchase an exotic engram for helm, and I got the Apotheosis Veil, I believe that's what it's called, and it's really pretty badass. So gives me a lot more discipline, so I can rake out grenades a lot more. So anyway, guys, the gameplay is wrapping up, and I will leave you there. Hope you did enjoy it. Have a great day. Bye. You know, I just shut shit down, but LMG. But let's see. Ooh, man, I know this is gonna be good. But yeah, I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up in a second. 45 kills.